أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way course to page 2.30. We saw each juz has been divided into 4 parts and each part has 5 pages. The first 5 pages we are now studying in this QC2 from page to 5, and they have 1 to 37, meaning the 37 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages, page 6 to 10, inshallah, we will study in QC3, starting with 38 up to 76, mean the 39th ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages, page 11 to 15, inshallah, we will study in QC4, starting 77 up to 105, mean the 29 ayahs. The last 5 pages, 16 to 20, inshallah, we will study in QC5, starting with the 106 up to 141 ayahs. So, thus they have 36 ayahs. In first juz, there are almost 141 ayahs, and inshallah, we will complete them in QC5. These 5 pages, they have mentioning of Hadayat, Muttaqeen, Kafirin, Munafiqeen, Dawat Islam, and some parts of the Adam al-Islam story. So let's to keep them the 5 pages on our right hand, starting with thumb. The pointers for the first page are, yes, what are the pointers for first page?
Praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for muttaqeen, attributes of muttaqeens.
Good. What are the brief pointers for the first page?
Praise, dua, guidance, attributes.
Let's to proceed the second page. The second page, first pointer is no guidance for kafirin. Second is no guidance for munafiqin. The third pointer is corrupts and fools. Fourth pointer is double face. Let's to keep them on the second finger of the right hand. Yes, what are the pointers for the second page?
No guidance for kafireens, no guidance for munafiqeens, corrupt and fools, doubled face.
Yes, no guidance for kafirin, no guidance for munafiqeen because corrupts and fools and double face. And what's about the brief pointers for the page second?
Kafireens, munafiqeens, corrupt, double face.
Kafirin, munafiqeens, corrupts and double face. So let's supersede the fourth pointer. Today we will study page second, double face. The link with the previous verses is hypocrites are corrupt and fools. Even though they claim to be reformers and smart, Allah continues to describe their behavior. So these are the ayahs of today. If you want to recite, please recite it.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا لقوا الذين آمنوا قالوا آمنا وإذا خلوا إلى شياطينهم قالوا إنا معكم إنما نحن مستهزئون الله يستهزئ بهم ويمدهم في طغيانهم يعمهون أولئك الذين اشتروا الزلالة بالهدى فما ربحت تجارتهم وما كانوا مهتدين صدق الله العظيم. And when it is said to them, believe as the people have believed, they said, should be believed as the fools have believed. Indeed, they themselves are the fools, but they do not know. And when they meet those who believe, they say, we believe, but when they are alone with their evil ones, they say, indeed, we are with you, we are only mocking. Allah mocks at them or prolongs them in their transgression, they wander blindly.
Allah mocks at them and prolongs them in their transgression while they wander blindly. So let's to identify the words coming in this ayah. Wow, wow is a harf. Iza is a zarf. All the zarf they are ism. So iza is a ism. Laku, laku. It's a madhi verb because at the end, wow alif is telling it's the madhi verb. From laka, it's laku is the plural. Allazina is ismi mawsula because we have studied in question Allazina anamta alayhim. So Allazina is the masculine plural, singular is Allazi. And the feminine is Allati singular and plural is Allati and Allahi. Amanu is again the Mahdi verb because alif waw at the end. And if we remove, they are four letters because Hamza is standing, that is two alif. And so it's four letter with the starting Hamza. So that is Babe Ifal, we will start in QC3. Qalu, it's a Mahdi verb. Waw alif at that. So from Qala, it's Qalu, plural. Amanna. Amanna, this na is telling it's a Mahdi verb. If we remove this na, it's again amana. So amana is again the four letter verb. We'll start in QC3. Waw is a harf. Iza, again we said it's zarf, is some. Hello. Hello is again madi verb because at the end we see waw. Khala, hello. Ila is a harfajar. And after harfajas, there is always an ism and majrur. So shiatini is a ism. Moreover, it's majrur, having kasra at that. So ila's shiatini is jar majrur. Him is a zamir ism. Qalu, again it's repeated. Wow, alif is the madi verb. From qala, qalu is the plural. Inna, actually it's two part. In and na. In and na. In is a harf, na is a zamir ism. Ma'akum, ma, we started in QC3, sorry, QC1. Ma and in that they are ism because they are zarf. So ma is a ism, kum is a zamir ism, and innama, again, inna is a harf. And after inna, always ma is a ism. This ma never can be a harf here. So inna is a harf and ma is the ismu inna. Nahnu is a zamir, so an ism. Mustahziun. Look, waw nun telling it's an ism, and mim is telling it's file. We will learn in QC3. File can be made by adding mim with dhamma. So mustahziun is the ism. Allah is the ism jalala ism. Yastahziu. Yastahziu. Ya is telling it's a mudari verb. If I remove ya, it becomes istahzi. Istahzi, it's again the mazid fi, we will start in QC3. BB is a harfijar, followed by ism majhul. Mean him is a ism majhul. Bihim jar majhul. Wow is a harf. Yamudduhum. Hum is a zamir, remove it. Ya is the ilamat mudare. So yamuddu is a mudare verb. It's basically the repeated one. Madda yumuddu mudda. So that is that. Fi is a harf followed by tughyanihim. Tughyani is a ism majrur. Fi tughyani jar majrur. Him is a zamir ism. Ya'mahun. Ya'mahun, ya is a ilamat mudare. So it's a plural mudare ghaib fail. Ulaika ismu ishara. Allazina ismu masula. Mean both are ism. Ishtaraw. Ishtaraw is the Mahdi word from Ishtara, Yashtari, ishtari. So ishtaro is a madi verb of mazid fi. Ad-dalalata. This alif lam telling us it's an ism. And the wrong side then telling it's a feminine ism. Bil huda. Bi is a harf jar followed by ism. So al huda is a ism. Bil huda jar majrur. Fa is a harf. Ma is a harf. Rabihat. Rabihat. This sakin telling it's a madi verb. It's showing the feminine vibe here. Rabihat. Rabihat, three-letter words. And the mazi verb, the first letter always have fatah. The last have fatah. The mid may have fatah kasras. So Rabiha is a three-letter word from Madi. Tijaratuhum. Hum is a zamir removed. Tijaratu. Tijaratu is an ism. Waw is a harf. Ma is a harf. Kanu is a Madi word from Kana. Muhtadin. Muhtadin. Again, Yanun telling is an ism. Masculine, plural, and common noun because no alif lam. Let's to identify the words again. Waw is a harf, Iza is a ism, Lako is the Madi verb, Allazina is the ism masula ism, Amanu is a again verb, Kalu is a Madi verb, Manna is again a Madi verb, Waw is a harf, Iza is a ism, Hello is a Madi verb, Ila is a harf jar, Shiatin is a ism, Him is a zamir ism, Qalu is a Madi verb, Inna in is a harf, Na is a ism zamir, Ma is a ism, Kum is a ism, Inna is a harf, Ma is harf here, Nahnu. Nahnu is coming as a ism. Mustahzi'un is again ism. Allah is a ism. Yastahzi'u mudari verb from Mazid fi, we will see in QC3. B is a harf jar, him is a zamir ism, waw is a harf, yamuddu is a mudari verb from repeated verb. Waw is a hum is a zamir ism. Fi is a harf jar, Tughyani is a ism. Him is a zamir ism. Ya'ma'un mudari verb. Ulaika is a ismu ishara, plural. And allazina ismu masula, plural for masculine. Ishtarau, the madi verb. Ad-dalalata, ism feminine. Bilhuda, bi is a harf, al-huda is a ism. Fa is a harf, ma is a harf. Rabihat, the madi verb. And feminine. Tijaratu is a ism. Hum is a zamir ism. Waw is a harf. Ma is a harf. Kanu, the Mahdi verb from Kana. Muhtadin, in ism. Let's to look the lesson learns from these ayahs. Munafiqins are double-faced and mockers. Allah is prolonging them in transgression. They are losers and not guided. Let's to see the new verse in each line. 2, 1, 4, 4, 1. On average, 2 in each line. Let's to go word for word in the phrase for phrase translations and the explanation. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa and iza when laku they meet. Allazina those amanu believe. Qalu they say amanna we believe. Wa iza hello and but when they are alone ila towards or with shayatinihim, their evil ones. Qalu, they say, inna, indeed we, ma'akum, we are with you. Innama, indeed we, nahnu, we are only, mustahzi'un, okay, mockers. Innama mean only. We have studied in QC1. Innama al-amalu binniyat. Innama mean only. Nahnu mean we. Innama nahnu, we are only. Let's to see the explanation. When the hypocrites meet with the believers, they proclaim their faith and pretend to be believers, loyalists, and friends. They do this to deceive the believers because they want to have a share of the benefits and gains that the believers might possibly acquire. Shayateen mean their leaders and the Jews of the Medina in those times who were working against the Islam. Now, kindly once if you revise it.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا لقوا and when they meet الذين those who آمنوا believe قالوا they say آمنا we believe وإذا خلوا but when they are alone إلى with شياطينهم their evil ones قالوا they say إنا معكم indeed we are with you إنما only نحن we are مستهزئون mockers.
Innama only. Okay, the next ayah is Bismillah. Allah yastahzi'u. Allah mocks bihim at them. وَيُمُدُّهُمْ and prolongs them. What? فِي طُغْيَانِهِمْ وَيَمُدُّهُمْ Wamin and Yumuddu prolongs them. Wayumudum and prolongs them. Fi mean in Tugyan transgression. Him them. Fi Tugyanihim in their transgression. Yamahun while they wander blindly. Unless to have the explanation. Allah's mocking is that He is letting them live in as Muslim society where they are protected. They may think that they succeeded in deceiving the Muslims. But in the hereafter, He will send them to the hell. Alim, kindly revise this part.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله يستهزئ Allah mocks بهم at them ويمدهم and prolongs them في طغيانهم in their transgression يعمهون while they wander blindly.
The next ayat is Bismillah. Ulaika, those, Allazina, the ones who ishtarau, have dalalat, has purchased error. Bilhuda in exchange for guidance. Fama rabihat, fama, so not rabihat, did profit. Tajaratuhum, their commerce, their business. Fama rabihat tijarat mean, so they did not profit their business or commerce. Fama, and they were not, kanu, were muhtadin guided. Fama, nor kanu, they were muhtadin guided. And they were not guided. Let's to see the explanation. They are ultimately losers because they will end up in eternal hell. Obviously on the wrong path, and therefore they were not guided. Don't ever call someone munafiq. Only Allah knows what is in the heart. Let's worry about ourselves. Check the deficiencies in us. Advise others without any feeling that you are great. Kindly revise this ayah also.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أولئك those are الذين the ones who اشتروا الزلالة error have purchased error بالهدى in exchange for guidance فما ربحت so did not profit تجارتهم their commerce وما كانوا and they were not مهتدين guided.
Let's look the lessons again. Munafiqins are double-faced and mockers. Allah is prolonging them in transgression. They are loser and not guided. Let's pray. Oh Allah, make me a true believer. Help me deal with the people sincerely. Make a plan. Inshallah, I will never mock any person. Let's see the asma. Shaitan, plural is shayateen. Mustahziun, plural is mustahzi'un, mustahzi'in. Muhtadin, plural is muhtadun, muhtadin. Let's see the three-letter verbs, sound verbs, amiha and rabiha. Amiha, ya'mahu, ihma. Ameh, dash, amha. And mimha is the rule, babi samya. Here it has come ya'mahun. It's mutare. Ya'mahu and plural vowel added, ya'mahun. The next is Rabia Yarbau Irba. Rabi Marbu Riba. Rabah Ha is the root letter and Babi Samya. Here it has come Rabihat. It's the Mazi feminine from Rabia, Rabihat. So this is the table of Amia. Kindly, if you want to revise the table.
Amiha, he blinded. Amihu, they blinded. Amirta, you blinded. Amirtu, I blinded. Amirtum, you blinded. Amirna, we blinded. Amihat, she blinded. Ya'mahu, he blinds. Ya'mahuna, they blind. Ta'mahu, you blind. A'mahu, I blind. Ta'mahuna, you all blind. Na'mahu, we blind. Ta'mahu, she blinds. I'ma, blind. I'mahu, blind you all. La ta'ma, don't blind. La ta'mahu, you all don't blind. Amiha, the blinder, dash. Amahun, to blind. Ain Mimha is the root letters and Bab is Samia.
So the next is Rabiha. Rabiha, he profited. Rabihu, they profited. Rahbihta, you profited. Rahbihtu, I profited. Rahbihtum, you all profited. Rabihna, we profited. Rabihat, she profited. Yarbahu, he profits. Yarbahuna, they profits. Tarbahu, you profits. Arbahu, I profit. Tarbahuna, you all profit. Narbahu, we profit. Tarbahu, she profit. Irbah, profit. Irbahu, profit you all. La tarba, don't profit. La tarbahu, don't profit. Rabihun, the profiters. Marbun, the one who is profited. Ribahun, to profit. Rabaha is a ruler and Babi Samia. Let's to see the weak verb among them is khala, yakhlu, ukhlu. Khalin dash khulun. Kha, lam, waw is the root letter and bab is nasara. So this is the table of khala. If you want, you can revise the table.
Khala, he isolated. Khalau, they. Khalauta, you isolated. Khalautu, I isolated. Khalautum, you all isolated. Khalauna, we isolated. Khalat, she isolated. Yakhlu, he isolates. Yakhluna, they isolate. Takhlu, you isolate. Akhlu, I isolate. Takhluna, you all isolate. Nakhlu, we isolate. Takhlu, she isolates. Ukhlu, isolate. Ukhlu, isolate you all. La takhlu, don't isolate. La takhlu, you all don't isolate. Khalin, isolator. Dash, khalufun or khalvatun, to isolate. Khal, lambo is root letters and bab is nasara.
Khala, he isolated. Khala, they isolated. Khalauta, you isolated. Khalautu, I isolated. Khalautum, you isolated. Khalauna, we isolated. Khalat, she isolated. Yakhluk, he is isolated. Yakhluna, they isolate. Takhlu, you isolate. Akhlu, I isolate. Takhluna, you all isolate. Nakhlu, we isolate. Takhlu, she isolate. Ukhlu, isolate. Ukhlu, isolate you all. La takhlu, don't isolate. La takhlu, don't isolate you all. Khalin, isolator. Dash, khluun, arkhlabatun, to isolate. It is just like ice cream. As we say ice cream, so isolate. So that was the first part. Let's go for the grammar. Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, course 2, page 2.d. Today we will study the table of Hata. It appears 161 times in Musaf. The base table which we follow for all the tables, that is Fa'ala, he did, Fa'alu, they did, Fa'alta, you did, Fa'altu, I did, Fa'altum, you all did, Fa'alna, we did, Fa'alat, she did. For the mudari we follow, Yaf'alu, he does, Yaf'aluna, they do, Taf'alu, you do, Af'alu, I do, Taf'aluna, you all do, Naf'alu, we do, Taf'alu, she does. And for the Amr, we say, if'al do. If'alu do you all. La taf'al don't do. La taf'alu don't do. Fa'il, the doer. Maf'ul, that which one is affected. Fail to do. So, keeping this in pattern, we will do a weak verbs table soon. So, we have weak letters waw, ya, and alif. Any verb which has these weak letters, any one among, that is a weak verb. Just like wahaba, it has waw, so it becomes weak. Qala, it has alif, so it becomes weak. Hada, it has ya, so it becomes weak. So any verbs which have this weak letter, it becomes weak. Second point is that the weak letter may come in the front of the verb, just like wahaba. It may come in the middle of the verb, just like qala. It may come at the end of the verb, just like hada. When we see any weak verb, we have to remember three things about it. First, they follow one of these styles, mean fataha, yaftahu, nasara, yansuru, daraba, yadribu, samia, yasmu. Secondly, the weak letters, they get tired. The weak letters, when get tired, they either disappear or exchange with each other. And all of these changes are there to make it easy for you to say it. Just when the waw get tired, ya or alif come to help. When ya get tired, the waw or alif come to help. When the alif get tired, the waw or ya come to help. And the little hamza in between written black, this is not a weak letter. But at time it also acts like these weak letters, so it is written here. The third point is that when you see alif in any weak letters, weak word, then remember either this has come in place of waw or ya. Remember, the root letter alif can't be. If appears, then it is either waw or ya. Just like look the word qala. Here alif appears, but actually it's waw. Da. Here also alif appears, but actually it's waw. Kada. Here again there is alif appearing, but it's ya. And zada again alif is appearing, but it's ya. How we come to know these are waw or ya? We look the root letters. Just like the root letter for kala is kaf, waw, lam. And da is dal and waw. It means kala and da, alif has come in place of waw. And the root letter for the kada is kaf, ya, dal. And for the zada is za, ya, dal. It means in kada and zada, the alif has come in place of ya. So in QC1, we learned that the sound verbs are fataha, nasara, daraba, samia, and they appears 9,000 times in Musaf. I mean, in each line of the Quran, you may find one sound verb. Then in QC2, we learn three sentences. Allah will give his promise. From the word give, wahaba, he gave. From the word promise, is wa'ada, he promised. In fact, he said he will give more. From the word said, qala, he said. From give more, zada, he increased. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. From the word pray, da, he prayed. From the word guidance, ada, he guided. Then, therefore, have a good opinion, otherwise you will get lost. From the word opinion, zanna, he opinion. From the word lost, Dalla, he got lost. There is another group called the Hamza group, just like Amara, Sala, and Kara. So Allah will give its promise from the word give. Wahaba, he gave. From the word promise, Wa'ada, he promised. In fact, he said he will give more. From the word said, Qala, he said. From the word give more, Zada, he increased. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. From the word pray, Da, he prayed. Guidance, Ata, he guided. So today we will study the Hada. Hada is a weak verb. Why? Because there is a Ya. Hada means he guided. The typical example is Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim. As we say, Fa'ala is the typical verb for the sound verbs. Hada is the typical verb for the weak verbs. So how the Mazi is Hada, he guided. For plural, add vowel, Hadaw, they guided. Hadaita, you guided. Hadaitu, I guided. Hadaitum, you all guided. Hadaina, we guided. Hadat, she guided. Look, there is no Dhamma. Hada, no Dhamma. Hadaw, no Dhamma. Hadaita, no Dhamma. Hadaitu. The ta Dhamma is not of the verb. It is the Zamir which showing the ana. Hadaitu, no Dhamma. Tum Dhamma is not the verb Dhamma. It is the print showing antu. So in complete table of the Mahdi, hada till end, no. Please kindly revise this table once.
Hada, he guided. Hadaw, they guided. Hadaita, you guided. Hadaitu, I guided. Hadaitum, you all guided. Hadaina, we guided. Hadat, she guided.
If we ask the questions, Hal Hada, has he guided? As nobody has guided except Allah. So we will say, Ma Hada, he has not guided. If I say Hal Hadaw, have they guided? So what will be the answer?
Ma hadaw.
No, they have not guided. If I ask Hal Hadaita, have you guided somebody? We will say, Ma Hadaitu, I have not guided. Hal Hadaitum, have you all guided? The answer will be, Ma Hadaina, we have not guided. Let's to make for Mudare, place it in front of Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samia. From Hada, in front of Fataha, it become Hada, Yahda. From Nasara, it become Hada, Yahdu. From Daraba, it become Hada, Yahdi. From Samia, it can't be made because Samia need Kasra in Madi. Hada does not have a Kasra in Madi. So the Arab, they use Hada Yahdi. So our key of Mudari is Yahdi. Let's to draw the table. Yahdi, he guides. Yahduna, they guide. Ahdi, you guide. Ahdi, I guide. Tahduna, you all guide. Nahdi, we guide. Tahdi, she guide. It's just like on the pattern Daraba. Yadribu, Yadribu. Yahdi, Yahduna. So kindly revise the Mudari table before we proceed.
Yahdi, he guides. Yahduna, they guide. Tahdi, you guide. Ahdi, I guide. Tahduna, you all guide. Nahdi, we guide. Tahdi, she guides.
Good. Let's to have the conversation. If I ask, Hal Yahdi, does he guide? Because nobody guide except him. So we will say, La Yahdi. In Mudare, we use La for the negation. In Madi, we use the Ma. La Yahdi. He has not guided. Hal Yahduna, have they guided some? No.
La yahduna.
Hal Tahdi, have you guided somebody? No. La.
La ahdi.
Hal Tahduna, have you all guided? Answer will be
La
no.
nahdi.
We have not guided. If I tell Hal Ahdi Ahada, so what will be the possible answer?
La yahdi ahada.
La Yahdi Ahada. If I ask Hal Yahduna Ahada, So what is the answer?
لا يهدون أحدا.
هل تهدي أحدا؟
لا أهدي أحدا.
هل تهدون أحدا؟
لا نهدي أحدا.
Let's to make the Amr. Amr is made from the Mudari. Hada is a Mahdi. Yahdi is the Mudari. We remove the Mudari ilaman. We make the last sakun, that is already sakun, and it's moreover is a weak letter. In Amr, it's disappear. So we are left with Ha and Dal. Ha is sakun, it can't be. So we need a Hamza. When we bring the Hamza, it will come with Kasra. Ihdi. So our Amr is Ihdi, guide. Ihdu, guide you. La tahdi, don't guide. La tahdu, don't guide you. So the file is Hadin, the one who guides, Mahdi, the one who is guided. Hudan or Hadaya mean guidance. So the Mazi table was Hada, he guided. Hadaw, they guided. Hadaita, you guided. Hadaitu, I guided. Hadaitum, you are guided. Hadaina, we guided. Hadat, she guided. The mudari is Yahdi, he guides. Yahduna, they guide. Tahdi, you guide. Ahdi, I guide. Tahduna, you are guide. Nahdi, we guide. Tahdi, she guides. Amar is Ihdi, guide. Ihdu, guide you are. La tahdi, don't guide. La tahdu, don't guide. Hadin, the one who guides. Mahdun, the one who is guided. Hudan or Hadaya mean guide. Kindly revise the table.
Hada, he guided. Hadaw, they guided. Hadaita, you guided. Hadaitu, I guided. Hadaitum, you all guided. Hadaina, we guided. Hadat, she guides. She guided. Yahdi, he guides. Yahduna, they guide. Tahdi, you guide. Ahdi, I guide. Tahduna, you all guide. Nahdi, we guide. Tahdi, she guides. Ihdi, guide. Ihdu, guide you all. La tahdi, don't guide. La tahdu, don't guide you all. Hadin, the one who guides. Mahdiyun, the one who is guided. Hudan or hidayah, guidance.
So the 6 keys are Hada, he guides. Yahdi, he guides. Ihdi, guide. Hadin, the one who guides. Mahdun, the one who is guided. Hudan Hadaya, to guide. So remember in Mahdi, Hada, Hadaw, Hadaita, no Dhamma. While in Mudare, Yahdi, Yahduna, Dhamma comes back. Amar Ihdi, Ihdu, Dhamma comes back. Hadin, Hadun, Dhamma comes back. So let's do try. And for every nation is a guide. For and mean for every nation will form a guide. Guide. Word will be Hadin. ولكل قوم هاد اهدنا الصراط المستقيم اهدنا guide us الصراط المستقيم the straight path guide us the straight path هل هديتم أحدا the answer will be نعم هدينا أنتم will change هديتم will change into هدينا. On the pattern of hada there is a verb jaza. Let's to draw the table. Jaza plural will be jazao. Front, jazaita, self, jazaitu, plural, jazaitum, jazaina, and jazat. Mudari, yajzi, yajzuna, tajzi, ajzi, tajzuna, najzi, tajzi. Amar, ijzi, plural, ijzu, la tajzi, la tajzu. Jazin, majziyun, jazaun. So this is the table. If you want, you can revise this.
Jaza, he rewarded. Jazaw, they rewarded. Jazaita, you rewarded. Jazaitu, I rewarded. Jazaitum, you all rewarded. Jazaina, we rewarded. Jazat, she rewarded. Yajzi, he rewards. Yajzuna, they reward. Tajzi, you reward. Ajzi, I reward. Tajzuna, you all reward. Najzi, we reward. Tajzi, she rewards. Idzi, reward. Idzu, reward you all. La tajzi, don't reward. La tajzu, you all don't reward. Jazin, rewarder. Madziyun, one is rewarded. Jazaun, to reward. Jim, Zaya is the root letters and Bab is Daraba.
So what we have studied so far in QC1, we learned Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samia, and their verb. From Fatah, we learned Fataha, Fa'ala, Jala. From Nasara, we learned Nasara, Zakara, Halaka, Abad. Daraba was the elon. From Samia, we learned Samia, Alima, Amina. Here in QC2, we started the weak verb. We did the Wahaba table, then Wa'ada, then Qala, and the pattern of then Zada, then Da, Yadu, and today we did the Hada, Yahdi. So what we have done? Wahaba, Wa'ada, Qala, Zada, Da, Hada. So we have completed this set of 6 weak verbs. Today we will see the verb sign. We know every meaningful word in Arabic is called kalima. It's not kalma, it is kalima. The lam has kasra. It is 3 types, ism, fi'l, and harf. So what is fi'l? It's a verb and tense. How we identify it? In the beginning, if ya, ta, hamza, nun, sin, or sofa, or alif, sin, ta, or kat comes, then that is a verb. So verb is identified in front of it. Ya, ta, hamza, nun. These are sign of ta. Sa or sofa, alif, sin, ta, and kat. And what are the signs at the end of the verb which tell us it's a verb? It may be ta with fatah, ta with kasra, ta with dhamma, ta sakin, or nun mushaddid. So what are the signs of identification of the beginning of verbs? It may be ya, ta, hamza, nun, sin, sofa, alif, sin, and ta, and kat. So they are the signs of verb in the verb. Just like the example, ya'budu. Here is the ya in the verb. So this is ya has come. So it's a mudari verb. Ta'alamun. Look, the ta has come. So it's a mudari verb. A'uzu. This hamza has come in verb. So it's mudari verb. Nakhluku. Nun has come. So it's a mudari verb. Sayakulu. Look, the sin has come. So it's a mudari verb. Or it's a verb. Sawfa ta'lam. Though talamun is telling is, but sofa still is telling the word after it's coming is a word. Istaghfara. Look, the alif sin ta is telling the coming. This word is verb fail. Kad afla. Look, afla. If we don't know it's a verb or not, but the kad in front is telling it's a verb. So what are the signs at the end of a verb? It may be ta with fatah, ta with kasra, ta with dhamma, ta sakin, or nun shaddid. Just like to have example, khalaqta. This ta is telling, it's a madhi verb. Kunti, this ta with kasra telling is a madhi verb. Zalamtu, this ta with dhamma telling is a madhi verb. Kasabat, this ta sakin telling is a madhi verb. La nasa, lanna. This nun mushaddid telling is a verb. An'amta, this ta with fatah telling is a verb. Kharajta, ta telling is a verb. Sadakat, this ta sakin telling is a verb. So what are the verb signs? It may appear in front, ya, ta, hamza, nun, or alif, sin, ta, kad, or sin, and sof. At the end, what are the signs which indicates is a verb? It may be ta with fatah, ta with kasra, ta sakin, or nun shaddid, or tum and na. They also are the signs. Let's to see the question. Shayateen here refers to disbelievers, the leaders of the hypocrites, believers, the Jews of the Medina, A, B, C, D. Here the shayateen mean the leaders of the hypocrites and the Jews of Medina. Wa iza laku mean and they meet, and when they meet, and they are meeting, and meet, ABCD. وَإِذَا لَقَوْا mean, and when they meet. وَإِذَا خَلَوْا, but when you are alone, but when we are alone, but when he is alone, but when they are alone. وَإِذَا خَلَوْا mean, but when they are alone. Here the va translation is but. وَيَمُدُّهُمْ mean, and he prolongs him, and they prolong them, and he prolongs them, and he prolongs you all. ABCD. وَيَمُدُّهُمْ mean, and he prolongs them. فِي طُغْيَانِهِمْ mean, in their transgression, in your transgression, in his transgression, with their transgression. ABCD. في طغيانهم, him is indicating in their transgression. Don't ever call someone or believers or munafiq or disbeliever or mocker, ABCD. Don't ever call someone or munafiq, because Allah knows who is the munafiq. Munafiqins are double-faced, losers, mockers, guided, ABCD. Munafiqins are double-faced, losers, and mockers. Three verb keys of Rabia is Rabi, Marba'u, Rib, Raba'a, Rabahu, Ribahat, Rabia, Yarbahu, Irba, Rabi, Ribahata, ABCD. The three verb keys of Rabia is Rabia, Yarbahu, Irba. Fail Mudari of Khala is Khalo, Yakhluna, Khala, Yakhlu, ABCD. Fail Mudari of Khala is Yakhlu. Plural of Shaitan is Shayateen, Shaitanin, Shaitanun, Shaitanat, ABCD. Plural of Shaitan is Shayateen. Jazaitun means you reward, you all reward, we all rewarded, they reward, ABCD. Jazaitun, you all rewarded. Vayam Yahdihim, and guided them, and he will guide them, and he guides them, they guide him, ABCD. Vayahdihim mean, and he will guide them, or he guides them, because it's mudare, so it's have two possible answer, present and future tense. Nahdi mean, you guide, I guided, we guide, we all guide, ABCD. Nahdi mean, we guide or we will guide, because it's mudare, it will have the present and the future translation. They guide. Yahdi, Yahduna, Ahdi, Hudan, ABCD. They guide. Yahduna. Wasanazir Shakirin, and soon he will reward the grateful. Soon we will reward the grateful. And soon we will reward the grateful. And we rewarded the grateful. ABCD. Wasanazir Shakirin mean, and soon we will reward the grateful. هل يهديك الله؟ نعم هدى الله فلانا. نعم الله هو هدى هو الهادي. نعم يهدي إن الله. نعم الله يهديك ABCD. هل يهديك الله؟ نعم يهدي إن الله. Ka will change into na. Ni. هل جزاهم الله خيرا؟ نعم يجزين الله خيرا. نعم جزاهم الله خيرا. نعم جزاهم الله الخير. نعم جزاني الله خيرا, ABCD. هل جزاهم الله, هم remain home, so we will say نعم جزاهم الله خيرا. هل هداية من الله؟ نعم الهداية من الله. نعم الهداية من عند الله. نعم الهداية إلى الله. نعم يهدي الله, ABCD. هل الهداية من Allah? Nam al-hidayah min Allah, you are right. Three known keys for the hada is hada, yahdi, hadin. Hadin, mahdiyun, ihdin. Hudan, yahdi, ihdi. Hadin, mahdiyun, hidayah, ABCD. The three known keys of hada is hadin, mahdiyun, hidayah. The three verb keys of the jaza are jazin, maziyun, jaza. Jaza, mazzi, jaza. Jaza, yazzi, ajzi. Jaza, yazzi, jazin. The three verbs of jaza is jaza, yajzi, ijzi. The seven homeworks are known to you, two of the Talawa. You have to take the Musaf if you can open and read 10 minutes from by reciting. Then close the Musaf and recall from your memory and recite for 10 minutes. Two are the study of book. Take your textbook if you have got the hard copy or the print. If you have not got, then open the soft copy at mobile, computer, or laptop where you have placed it and read for 10 minutes. Then take out your card, web card 5 times in a day for 2 to 3 minutes, maybe before each salah or after each salah, and read it. Within a few weeks, you will memorize them, and still you continue to practice. Your memory will be increased. The fifth home task is listen to 1 hour concise MP3 word for word translation and grammar of the one. And the sixth is talk about the course with your course study partner. At least one ayah or three new words every day. The seventh homework is recite different surahs in the salah. Remember, you have just started the QC2 means Suratul Baqarah. You have not gone about. If you have, it's good and well. If you have not, you should try to memorize at least one ayah per day. At the end of the month, you will have almost 37 ayah of the QC2. Remember, you are chosen, so you have reached to the QC2. Always say, Rabbi Zidnil Mawfu. Pray for yourself and for the course mate too. Be a teacher. The best way to learn is to teach. Don't put the PowerPoints and start teaching from the www.understandquran.academy. Teachers training is also available at the understandquran.com. Lesson. Pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. اللهم اغفر لنا قبل الموت وارحمنا عند الموت ولا تعذبنا بعد الموت ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير. Allah Hafiz. If you have any questions, you can ask